Hey there, we are on day 9 of 25 Days of Orville, the show that I really can't wait to come back. There's so many other good shows on that I'm watching, which she's on. Prodigal Son is the one show she's on now, which uh, I love that show as well. So, but today we're talking Halston Sage as Alara Kitan. Let's go. Okay, well, thanks for continuing to tune in daily. As I do this, it's been a challenge and fun. We had a lot of holiday things going on over the weekend, so some of the videos got out a little bit later. But they're still coming in. They're still doing every day, at least one a day. I know I can make some ahead of time and stuff, but I really like flowing with the daily thing. You get into the rhythm, and then just keep going. All right. So today we're talking about Halston Sage, Alara Kitan. All the crazy things about maybe her having a relationship with Seth MacFarlane, other things off stage. It really doesn't matter to me too much. Just I miss her on the show a little bit, but I'm still seeing her on other shows. I'm just kind of looking like I do every time we go through her IMDb and just see what's going on. She is of course right now on Prodigal Son as Ainsley Whitley, daughter of the serial killer on the show. If you like the kind of procedural investigative shows where they've got one guy, almost like a Monk thing. They got one guy who's a little quirky, who has problems, who helps them solve the murders. Well, he's an profiler. The son is a profiler, and he goes through and helps the police solve murders. Malcolm Bright, who I forget why he doesn't take his father's name, but just to probably stay away from anything about it. But he's really messed up because his I won't give it all away, but he's messed up, but he still tries to help everybody. And Lou Diamond Phillips is in there as the police chief, and Halston Sage, and they have a quirky medical examiner who gets really odd and funny at times, but anyway, she's on this show and really, she really does really well. I mean, just amazing over and over again in anything that she does. So that's good. I remember her on the one Magnum PI episode from this year. I do watch Magnum PI. I had thought that maybe Magnum PI was just going to be trying to just recreate the original Magnum PI, but it's really come into its own. I really like how it's going. Everybody has their own roles now set and everything else, and I really enjoying Magnum PI. So if you like lightweight, campy, a little bit kind of investigative shows, then Magnum PI is a good show for you. If you like really dig in murder, serial killer kind of shows and stuff, then Prodigal Son's there for you. So she's been on both. So there you go. She's covered all the bases, and sci-fi. So we meet her, of course, at the introductions at the beginning, in the first episode, Old Wounds, and of course, there's the controversy about the eyebrows. Why here she doesn't have eyebrows, and then later in the shows she does have eyebrows. Maybe this was a makeup thing; they didn't want to keep doing that. I don't know that she went full Karen Gillian and shaved her eyebrows off. It doesn't look like it because they were back the next episode. Of course, famously, maybe not famously if you don't know, Karen Gillian, when she got the role for Guardians of the Galaxy, and she knew she was gonna have a headpiece thing, to her head was gonna be not have any hair or anything. She went and shaved her head to make it easy for them, and then they told her later, it's like, you really didn't have to do that, and she's like, oops. So, but anyway, I don't think that's what happened here. So we do get a highlight episode for her in the very next episode, Command Performance, where Kelly and Ed get taken off to the zoo, and so she has to command the ship, and problems ensue and all that as a young officer trying to deal with that. Then we get the next episode with her in it, which is Firestorm, which is episode 10, so it's later in the season, and she feels that she's let the crew down. She feels she can't perform, that she's going to hesitate, and she runs through this gauntlet and comes out okay in the end, and realizes that she can, and to help build her confidence back. And then what is next? Then is the home episode, where because she's off her, planet with the heavy gravity, she's developing a condition where she's going to have to stay on the heavy planet, and to be able to not be in a wheelchair and other things, and that kind of leads her off the show. And that was the third episode of season 2. So then we did get her to come back just briefly in the Road Not Taken. That since it's an alternate reality, right? She comes back and they meet her in this hideaway base, and she helps them out just for a little bit. She's only on screen for a few minutes, but it was nice to see her back in the universe and everything else. And they kept the eyebrows in this one. They didn't. The alternate universe didn't have like a no eyebrow thing. Could have been like a Spock thing, where one universe he has the beard, the other universe he doesn't have the beard. So they could have gone the eyebrow, no eyebrow thing, but they didn't. But anyway, so just again, one of my favorites. That she was so good and so kind of innocent in the show that helped, lead to the challenges of what you do, trying to move forward, and kind of she's so strong, right, in the show, but yet still, even with that strength, she felt she had to, she was trying to have to prove herself, and that, how can you be, ultimately overly strong and still have to prove yourself? You shouldn't have to do that, but too many often in regular lives, we end up doing that. We have to, even though we're fully capable in something, that we still end up having to prove ourselves in that. And I think that kind of showed through in her performance and her character on screen. So, okay. All right. Well, that is day 9 of 25 Days of Orville. And tomorrow, what are we doing tomorrow? Let's look up tomorrow. Yaphet. We're doing Yaphet tomorrow, so come back for tomorrow. We'll have Yaphet up here as our highlight of the day. And then we're getting close to the end of all the main characters that I'm doing, and then we'll break out into some other guests and other different pieces of the Orville and specific episodes and things like that. I think it's going to be real good for me, and getting back to some of these old things and the shows and going through them. It's been fun. It's been great. I love the show. Love doing my YouTube channel. And thanks everybody for subscribing that's come here and caught up with everything and stuff. Just been great. All right. Well, thanks for watching this one. Take care.